Hi, Ashley Miller, age 26, from Alaska again. Um, I guess I've told you all, but maybe it's your first time watching. I'm bipolar type 2, PTSD, general anxiety disorder, borderline personality disorder, and I don't know if I said PTSD, but I'm having a hard time identifying my mood, like where I'm at, what I'm feeling. Well, I guess I know what I'm feeling. I just don't know what a doctor would call it. I think they'd call it manic. I'm hyper. I'm angry. I'm fidgety. Um, Talking a lot. And I'll warn you when I'm feeling angry. I cuss a lot. And like I'm frustrated right now because my brother's wife decided to text me that I needed to pick up some mess and that, and she's just saying, my house, my house, my house, when before I moved in there, they said, oh, this is your house. We want you to feel like this is your house. And told me, we want to take you to your doctor's appointments. We want to be involved. We want to help you with your medicine. We want to show you love. We want to help you laugh. And it's like, I don't expect these things, but it's like, don't say them if you're not going to do them. And like, the agreement is that I wasn't going to work. I was just going to focus on medicine and therapy. I followed through with all that. So I could see them being bitches to me if like I hadn't, but I have. And, she, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I asked her and my brother to talk to my dad, who has a shit ton of money, who works he's like head human resource at some hospital, which I don't necessarily know what that means. I think he deals with employees, but I know he's been promoted after promotion. I mean, he owns a freaking Viper, a big, beautiful house, just totally remodeled the kitchen. Like, I'm not stupid. I know they got money. And, like, he's denied me help in the past because he said that, I was trying to use him for money. And it's like, I'm not fucking asking for heroin. I'm asking for medical help. Like, how is that using you? And, I called him, I don't know, 6-7 months ago saying, and I'm just crying and I'm like, I'm feeling really suicidal. I need help. I feel alone. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? And he goes, I can't just drop everything because you call me Ashley and I have a hockey game and they need me just as much as you do. Hangs up on me. And so it was really hard for me to ask my brother and his wife to ask him for help because of everything that's already happened. And I told you in my past videos that my ex, that I still love very much, we have a kid together. He tells me that he loves me, he's just her, yada yada. I found out that he had a girlfriend, so yeah, that's when I broke down and said, will you ask Dad? He said to them, yes, that he would look into it. And, my brother's wife knew that I was feeling suicidal at the time. I was just having a hard time finding hope because medicine wasn't working, therapy wasn't working. I had done everything that I can to get my ex back. Like, I haven't slept with anyone in 6 months. And if you're bipolar, you understand about hypersexuality, where I don't even want to explain it. I think it explains itself. And so I just felt low. And so I asked my brother and them to take my medicine for me because I didn't want to do anything stupid. And that, I don't have a gun. I don't have anything like that. The only thing I have is like 1,000,000 pills that my doctors have prescribed for me. So they take my medicine, and then later on that night they come back and they're like, well, my brother's wife is saying, well, your dad said it's going to cost like $3,000 for you to get this help. Sorry, I'm in my car and I'm a little paranoid. I'm in Anchorage. And, you know, by the end of it, it's going to cost $20,000. And he's also looking into inpatient out of state. And I'm like, well, I told you from the beginning I'm not interested in inpatient out of state. For one, I don't want to leave my daughter that long. For two, most doctors that I've talked to have said that the longest inpatient there really is like 27 days, and they don't recommend that for someone like me because what I have is a lifelong battle and I just need a good counselor. So, you know, she said, well, your dad doesn't think that you're going to complete the work and he's going to put all this money out. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. I don't know if everybody thinks that I go into treatment or counseling or whatever going, well, I'm going to put half my energy into it. No, I put my all into it. If I don't make it, it's because I'm sick, not because I'm lazy and I don't want to do the work. And then she said, and the other part is he's not going to do it unless you guys have a relationship. And I'm like, well, he can't buy me something and then expect us to have this relationship, you know. Me and him obviously need therapy. Like, ever since me and him have been reunited, we've struggled to have a relationship, so we need counseling together. And she goes, your dad's going to bend over backwards and do all this, and you're acting unappreciative and like a total bitch about it. And, you know, obviously I wasn't this hyper when I was talking to her. I was calmly just explaining my side. And when she called me that, I just got up and walked away. Like, I don't deserve to be called that. You don't know my situation. You got no room to talk. That's the most annoying thing, is when people want to tell you how to live and how to do when they're not doing it themselves. It's like, focus on yourself. You know, she's not talking to her dad when she openly admits that he didn't do anything wrong. She talked crap about me for talking to my mom in the past after the things my mom has done, when her mom's bad too, and she talks to her and invites her over still. Like, I just don't understand people. And then my doctor, in my past video I told you, she said that she couldn't write this recommendation. Well, she calls me today because I called her administrator, and she says, well, I'm not writing it because I don't think you need it. And that irritated me, because that could have saved me a lot of running around, because she just kept telling me, oh, I'm not allowed to, I'm not allowed to. And I'm just mad at doctors because they want to give you all this medicine and give you therapy when it's like, okay, after 4 years of therapy, after 4 years of medicine, after 3 years of church self-help classes about money, life, forgiveness, anger, you name it, I took it. Like, you're telling me it's not time to check my brain and see what else is going on. Like, you don't think we need to take it to the next level. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Like, and I hate to keep bringing this up, but it's like, is it because I don't have insurance? Because I feel like if I had all this money, I would have been taken care of a long time ago. I feel like I'm just going to die like this. And if I was just sitting here doing nothing, I'd be like, it's my own fault. But I'm not. I'm not just sitting here. I'm like trying really, really hard. And I'm sorry to bring up my ex, but I'm mad at him too, because it's like, he tells me that he loves me and that he doesn't know that we'll never be together. He just needs to get over the hurt. And then all of a sudden he finds out this 19-year-old girl's pregnant, and now he's telling me, oh, I gotta stand by her, I gotta do the right thing. Like, and forget about his initial family, his 3-year-old. I was his best friend for 1.5 years before we ever dated. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I feel crazy. And you're going to think this is crazy, but I wrote my life story, and I sent it to Dr. Phil, and I sent it to Ellen DeGeneres, and I sent it to all of them, because I feel like there's no resources in Alaska. Like, there's just not shit here as far as that goes. And there's no fucking help. And I didn't know what else to do. Like, my mom fucking makes me claim rape on my dad. Tells me all this disgusting shit. Oh, your dad fingered you. Oh, showing me stupid books with little girls' vaginas. Like, I was 5 at the time. She shows me this book with this 5-year-old vagina spread and said, this is what yours looks like because you were raped. You know, telling me I had cameras in my clothes. Like, fucking drinking all the time. Like, sleeping all day and drinking all night. Being aggressive with me. Being aggressive with my brother. Being mentally abusive. Like, her husband would, like, try to hit me. And he got me a couple times. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little feisty, so of course I fought back. Except with my mom, I always had a hard time fighting back with her. I normally would just let her do her thing. I'd either cry or just be like, Mom, don't do it. But now I would have been like, bitch, get the fuck off of me. Punched her right in the face. Like, I don't even know why I took all that. And then to grow up and find out that I have all these mental illnesses, that part of me, like, I don't even know if I believe in all of them. I mean, I'm so frustrated, obviously. And I told you I was hyper, and I'm sorry, but this is how I feel. And I went down to the courthouse today to get all the court records from the custody battle because I want to know the truth. I want to know what my mom made me say because I remember some. I want to know what my family said about my dad. Like, I'm sick of listening to them. I don't believe them anymore. I want to know the truth for myself. There was so much information that the lady told me that it would cost way too much. So now my new plan is to just go down to the courthouse and start picking what I find that I need and then just printing that off, which I printed some off, but I'm already running late to a dinner, so I can't read it to you, and I don't know if I'm driving you crazy, but I guess that's what's cool about this. If you don't like it, you can shut it off. But if you have any comments or any suggestions or any help, like, I know I've mentioned this a lot, like, I need them. I would appreciate them. My email is amiller907@hotmail.com, and I know it should be Crazy Miller, but anyway, I hope everyone's having a better night than I am, and I hope this dinner cheers me up, and I will talk to you guys later.